Face off. Now we're in the back-to-back games after the minor PWAs dropped 1-2. Oshawa, we get the Bantam A's versus Whitby. And the Toros are going to be without Keegan Drews, who got 2 games from the North Durham game on Saturday. Call up Sawyer Bush as that goes right into the goaltender who covers it up. Ryan trying to dig that puck out of the corner. Kept in here by Menko, who sends one out on that. Right pad save. Still loose there from the side. And that was a great opportunity for Dory, who couldn't bury it. Coming in over the line now is McLean with a drop pass for Dory. Ryan Dory tried to get in over the line. Taking aside here. Cameron McLean racing after the puck here. Versus his man. Drops it back to the line. Dory takes it away. Dory with a pass there for Cameron Higgins was out of his reach. Back in behind the net it goes. Darlison tries to fire it around. Clarkin tries to get it back here to the line for Jenny. Turning in behind the net again for Darlison. Darlison tries to hit his man. That was a size overmatch there. Darlison versus Clarkin in the corner. Trying to move that puck up through center against Roach. Picked up here by Darlison in his own end. Darlison's pass got knocked down by Gallagher as he tries to dump it up through center here for Cameron Roach, who chips it the length of the ice back in behind the net. Coming around the boards again, Poposky trying to stick to there. Darlison's the only one back as they try and start a 2-on-1. There's a pass that gets tipped wide of the goal. Jesse Young in goal here for the Toros. And I didn't catch the name for the Whitby goaltender. My apologies. There's an opportunity to try and set that puck up in the corner for Poposky. Dropping it back to the line. Reese Devine tried to stick to his man. It comes around to the other side. They stick it there as man. He gets taken into the boards there by Darlison, who's throwing his weight around with a couple hits. Trying to get that puck out of the corner. They're trying to stuff it in against Jesse Young. And they do as Whitby open up the scoring at 1-0. Sawyer Bush gets to see his first action on the ice as he's out on the line with Liam Story and Cameron McLean as Bush tries to knock that one down. Finding that puck in the corner, tipped off the boards, trying to race after that puck here in the corner. It throws to the front of the net. That goes over the stick and Liam Story tries to find it. Trying to throw it out in front of the net for number 81. From the corner, it's out in front, thrown aside there by Cameron McLean. McLean gets the opportunity to show some wheels. Comes in over the line is McLean. He gets the opportunity to stuff it in from the side. He'll walk it out from the corner and set it back to the line now for Menko. On a strong backhand, it goes into the right corner. Now it gets cleared out. Elliot Holt's got to go back in his own end to retrieve this puck in their own zone. Holt from behind his own net now. Lead pass picked up here by Mann. He was guarded on there nicely by Liam Story. There's a shot that hit the Whitby defender. Hit his own player on the way through. Now Mann's got to try and win the battle versus Elliot Holt. Kept in there from the line. Nice stop there by Jesse Young as that tip hit the left pad and he was able to cover it up. Face-off coming off to the right of the Toros goal now. Kept in here by Whitby. Thrown to the front of the net for Clarkin with a shot. There it's going to find the Toros crest there of Jesse Young. Face-off now off to the left of the goal. Slapped around the boards there by Nicholas McConnell to the other side for Dory to try and get it out. Darlison is able to get it out this time as his pass for Cameron Higgins went past him. But Higgins showing some speed to catch up to it. Cameron Higgins a shot. There's a stop there by the Whitby goalie. It goes back in behind the Whitby net. Try to get it back to the line against Darlison. McConnell tried to get it, but it was in his feet area. Chipped off the boards past McConnell. Down the ice, and it takes a care of him off the back end. Boards back to Young for a face-off. Face-off off to the right. Around the boards it goes. Trying to catch up to it there was Aiden Ebelthite, that goes behind the net. Out of front, looking for the one-timer just over the stick there at the last second. McConnell tries to win the battle over there in the corner. Cameron Roach on the backhand. Can't get it out of the zone. It goes back in behind the net again for McConnell, ripping it around the boards here for Ebelthite. Ebelthite had it taken off him by Mann, who walks out on his own as he was a one-man show there, but can't stuff it in. It's going to be Wright that's going to take this draw off to the left. Wins it, and that's going to go past Hayes at the line. So back in his own end, he's got to try and scoop it up. Putting some pressure on here on the other side. That goes past Bush. Over there into the corner. Trying to take the slap shot on net. There's and he just missed the goal. Around the boards against Clarkson. Nice hit there by Bush as he hit Clarkin into the boards. Devine with a pass. That's going to go deep. No icing on the call. Around the boards it goes. Trying to set up Devine out in front. From the side of the net, they're trying to jam it in. Reese Devine picks it up. Sets it up in front. Danny Poposky. Shot. Stopped it by the Whitby goalie, and he'll cover up his own rebound. Face off again, off to the right of the Whitby goal. Back to the line for Nick McConnell with a shot. It hops over the stick there of Cameron Higgins. Back up the other way with a pass. Trying to cut in. He will cut right to the center with a shot. That just goes high and over the glove hand of Young. Menko trying to chip it around the boards. It finds Higgins on the other side, and it comes out through center over the line. Picked up here by Whitby. Cameron Higgins trying to stick to his man. It comes in offside. Face off here just outside the blue line to be picked up here by Thomas Menko off the boards for Cameron Higgins. Higgins couldn't go with the puck though as he tried to make his way around the defender. Now Higgins tried to get it again. Cameron Higgins picks it up with a pass over there for Dory. Off the boards it goes to try and keep it in. He will. Ryan Dory gets the opportunity to walk out. He's going to try and take it to the front of the net himself. Shot scores! At the side of the net, I believe that's Cameron McLean who finished that off to make things 1-1. So McLean from the side of the net snapped it past the Whitby goalie. Tied here at 1. 8 minutes left to go here in the first period. Dory takes it to the front of the net. That's going to go wide. From behind the goal, they try and set things up in front. Backhand shot will go in wide of the net. Darlison tried to come in to pinch. It gets around him. Elliot Holt tried to chip it off the boards. That'll go up into the bench and out of play. Reese Devine comes in to take the draw now. To try and win it. It gets won by Whitby as they chip it to the other side. And an opportunity to get up here for Clarkin. Clarkin comes in over the line. Trying to get around Darlison. Puts it behind the net. It'll be behind the goal again for Clarkin. Trying to show his size there against Elliot Holt. Clarkin from behind the Whitby net. Sets it back to the line for Hayes. Clarkin again will pick it up. Nice backhand pass to the front. Quick shot. That's going to hit the defender, Elliot Holt, on the way through. And that's going to go down for icing. Face off now off to the right of the Toros and off to the right of Jesse Young. Devine trying to win the battle. It goes behind the net for Danny Poposky. Behind the net again, around the boards. That'll get cut off. Shot tipped and scores out in front of the net. Not sure who tipped that shot out in front, but the redirection beat Jesse Young to make it 2-1. McLean will take the draw again here at center. That gets won by Wright. Off the boards to try and chip it in. Can't get past Menko. Try to get around there with McLean on the other side. Got a man to beat. That's Menko in the zone. Thomas Menko with a nice hit over there on the other side. So it goes back in behind the net. We get a whistle. Face off coming here from center. That gets won by Whitby. A late pass to try and bring that one in. Gets cut off there by Adam Darlison. Cameron Roach with a nice play for Cameron McLean who brings it in. McLean, shot, scores! Cameron McLean with his second as he's able to pick the right side and tie things up at 2. A shot there by McLean just inside the post to beat the Whitby goaltender to tie things up. Darlison with a lead pass, trying to get it up there for Bush. Comes in now for Mann with a shot. That'll skip in wide of the Toros net. Mann will try and get it again. He's not going to get it past Sawyer Bush. Off the boards it goes. Try to get kept in here from the blue line. Knocked down by Sawyer Bush on the way through. Some nice move to try and get it off the boards. Bush tries to take this man down here at the box. Mann tries to cut in, but that'll get put behind the net. Nicholas McConnell doing the work behind the goal. Back to the line it goes. It gets kept in by Whitby. To the front of the net. McConnell stands his ground. Make sure that he doesn't get the puck. As that gets cleared out, it'll roll all the way down into the Whitby end. No icing. Lead pass. It's got almost read there well by Cameron Higgins. Coming back up the other way with a pass. Cutting in now. With a shot. Nice stop there by Jesse Young. It's still loose behind him. Trying to find it. Back to the line it goes. Gets kept in here by Hayes, who takes a shot. It gets tipped. Not through the net. Back to the line again for Hayes. That gets blocked. Skating away now is Dory. In over the line with a shot. Ryan Dory takes one. Goes knocked down there by the glove hand of the goaltender. Back to the line for Elliot Holt. Uses the other side for Danny Poposky. A shot. It gets tipped wide. From behind the net it goes. Trying to jam it in from the side. They can't set things up out in front. Poposky trying to stick to his man there on the other side. That was Clarkin. Whitby have it in their own end, looking for the pass to the other side. It's going to get kept in here by Thomas Menko to try and send one to the front of the net. It's not going to make its way through as the goaltender tried to cover it up, but luckily the defense was there for him to put it behind the net. McConnell trying to win the battle here as a forward into the corner. McConnell out in front. It's going to find Dory from the line. Ryan Dory with a nice move. Drops it back for Menko now. Flipped hard into the corner for Cameron Higgins. Went over his stick and Whitby get the opportunity to clear. Not going to make it past Menko. Another hard pass that passes Cameron Higgins. Trying to find a lane to get it out. Not happening. Reese Devine's shot. That goes high and wide just over the goal. Back in behind the net it goes. Devine tried to get that puck. It goes down the ice. First one back in his own end is Adam Darlison. Darlison trying to get around the defender for an opportunity to cut free. Gets picked up by Whitby out of front. Here comes an opportunity. Shot! And a big stop there by Jesse Young, who closes the 5-hole and keeps it out. Face off now off to the left of the Toros end. Man, quick shot off the draw. Stop there with the blocker hand and then caught as it's coming down in front of him by Young. Now Gallagher takes the draw, goes behind the net. McLean fires it around. That gets past Hayes. Opportunity to go now is Cameron Roach. Roach trying to catch up to the puck first. Try to set it up in front. That one over the stick. Poposky's going to try and keep it in. It'll get slipped wide here into the zone. Danny Poposky again holds it in. Roach trying to catch the puck in the corner. Coming around the right side here for Whitby to lead it out on a backhand pass to the other side. Poposky's going to get it there to try and chip it off the boards. Scooped up here by Whitby in their own end with a pass. It's going to be knocked down here by number 33, McCready. Liam Story couldn't go with the puck there at center. Elliot Holt with a lead pass. Roach was able to find that puck at the last second, but it was another turnover. Tripped up there was Ebelthite, and that'll be a Whitby penalty. McCready's the one that gets the penalty. Elliot Holt, a shot that's not going to make it through to the net. Picked up here by Holt again in his own zone. Holt gets it over there to the other side now for Sawyer Bush. Bush tried to get through center. Couldn't do it as it goes back in behind the Toros net. Menko trying to stick to his man and behind the goal. Skates free now for Elliot Holt with a pass for Devine. Reese Devine tried to get it over there on the other side to Bush. And Sawyer Bush comes in offside. Face off again here, just outside the line to try and chip it in for Dory. Ryan Dory gets the opportunity to set it up in front for a pass. That went over the stick of Cameron Higgins at the last second. Kept in here nicely on defense by Thomas Menko as he's able to block that shot on the way through. Menko again is going to cut it off on the wall. Nice hit there in the corner there as McLean tried to throw his body in the offensive end. Elliot Holt will pick it back up in his own end. 50 seconds left on the penalty to McCready. Picked up by Whitby as they fire it in. That goes past Elliot Holt from behind the goal. Holt over there to the other side for Menko as they try for a pass. The intended pass for Cameron Higgins was read well and put back in behind the Toros net. Ryan Dory with a pass to the other side now for Higgins. Higgins couldn't get in, looking for the shot on net. It'll skip in wide of the Toros goal off the boards for Dory. Ryan Dory gets the opportunity to skate that puck in the zone, looking to take the shot to the front of the net. It gets stopped there by the Whitby goalie on that opportunity, and then McConnell can't hold it in from the line. Danny Poposky will stretch pass to the other side. It was out of the reach of McLean. Back in behind the net, Poposky hearing footsteps in behind him. It's Wright, and Wright almost takes him off the puck. Poposky off the boards now. It comes for Ebelthite. Ebelthite almost taken off of his feet there by McCready. Toros get it in their own end. McLean's pass was broken up there on the way through. Cameron Roach over there from his own end. Will chip that one deep into the Whitby zone as they'll just corral it in behind their own goal. We're in the last minute of play of period number 1 here at the Garnet P. Rickard on this Monday night. A very snowy Monday night as we've gotten our first big snowfall here in Clarington. There's a shot. Stopped there as he stopped Kenny. It's still loose from the side, but not for long as Young was able to find that puck at the last second and cover up. Face off again off to the left of the Toros end, and Ebelthite comes in. Ebelthite with a nice dump in. It goes wide. Didn't even hit the net of the Whitby goal. Picked up there and put back in behind the net. That'll do it for period number 1 here at the Garnet P. Rickard. Whitby opened up the scoring before Cameron McLean tied things up. Whitby took the 2-1 lead, and McLean came right back again with the answer by snapping one short side off the post. So we go to the second period tied at 2. Face off to start period number 2. We now have the name of the Whitby goaltender. It's Bud in goal for them. Jesse Young still in goal for the Toros. Made some key stops there at the end of the first period to keep this tied. That one will come around the boards there on the right side to start off the second period. It's in the Toros end, stolen aside and brought out here by Story, who finds Cameron McLean. He's out there looking for that hat trick. There's a shot stopped by Bud this time, and he's going to cover his own rebound. Face-off coming off to the right of the Whitby end. It's a scramble draw coming around the boards, kept in here by Menko. Menko tried to find Liam Story, but Ewing pitched that off. Trying to get to that loose puck there on the right side with a quick shot that'll bounce off the boards. They try and carry him that puck out in front on a backhand that gets stopped by Young. Still loose there, back to the line. Looking for a lane before he could shoot it. Sends one to the net this time. It gets again stopped by Jesse Young. We're getting a penalty coming up. This one will go to the Toros as it goes back to the line here for Whitby. In behind the Toros net. Finally touched up by the Toros, so I believe this will be it'll be the second power play, I believe, for Whitby coming up. Bush is the one that goes to the box for the Toros. Cameron Higgins skates away through center. Try to get through center. It gets knocked away from him. And away comes Mann with a shot high. Caught there by Young. It is a 4-minute penalty also to Sawyer Bush. So now the Toros have got 2 penalties to kill, as that's 4 minutes. Cameron Higgins, though, shorthanded, doing his best shorthanded work. There's a shot that gets stopped there on the way through by Bud. Over here to the other side for Simmons. Simmons tries to get around the check there of Elliot Holt on the other side. Elliot Holt tries to get that puck out of the zone. Backhand shot that goes in wide of Young. Drops it back to the line. Looking to get a shot through the screen area. That hit the side of the net, as you can hear the clang all the way through the Garnet B. Rickard. Back to the line again it goes. Trying to get a shot through the screen area. He sets things up. There's a shot that gets stopped with a stuck of Young. And gets chipped there through center down the ice. All the way down here into the corner. Starts it from his own end with a pass against Reese Devine. Devine cuts into the left corner to try and start something shorthanded. If he can't start something, he's definitely doing something by killing off the time here on the penalty. A great work here, shorthanded by Reese Devine, as he's controlling the puck well. And that puck goes in on net by Abelthite right into Bud. Devine again will take this draw off to the left of the Whitby end. Kept in by Thomas Menko's shot that gets blocked by Ewing. Skating away in over the line. Trying to cut in from the side of the net. It's going to get taken down. Big hit there in the corner to try and set it up in front. Now Devine. Late pass up through center. That'll go into the corner against Twistle in behind the net. It's a great work there by Abelthite, who gets taken off his feet. Out in front again. Here comes Menko, a shot. Blocker save there by Bud. And away comes Whitby out of their own end with Ewing. Ewing lost control of the puck as he cuts in from the center ice. The shot that caroms off the boards, and Young, alert to that, covers it up. Face off to the right of the Toros goal. From behind their own net, they try and chip that puck out of the corner. It gets taken in behind the net to try and fire it around, taken off his feet. That'll be a penalty as Cameron Roach was knocked down. So, with 1:27 left to go here on the penalty to Bush, it'll be at least a power play to come up for the Toros for 33 seconds. If they can kill off the rest of that time too. Bush will play 4-on-4 hockey until that point. So if no goals are scored, it'll be a 33-second power play for the Toros. Face off to the right of the goal. Clarkin drops it back in his own end. Coming around the other side here. Kicked off here by Elliot Holt. Holt doing a good job. That goes past Nicholas McConnell. And it's going to have enough mustard to go for icing. Now McLean takes that. Draw off to the left. Backhanded behind the net there by Johansson. Skating away. Taken off the stick there by Cameron Roach, who couldn't go with the puck though. Nice play at the line there by Nicholas McConnell from his own bench. Puts it deep back in behind the Whitby net. Cameron McLean tried to stick to his man against right. Skating away, kept in here by the line by Holt. Cameron McLean puts it past Johansson deep behind the net. And now another opportunity. Elliot Holt again is going to try and keep it in. Turning around now is Cameron McLean. Shot. This one will get caught by Bud. Face off to the right of the Toros end. Wins it back to the line for Poposky. Back there for Menko. Over there to the other side now. Capped in between the line by Reese Devine. Back to the line for Poposky. Winding up shot. Blocker save there by Bud. Poposky comes in again at it. Flip to the net. Liam Story tries to get the puck from behind the goal. Fires it out the boards. That'll go past Devine down the ice. First one back there to scoop it up is Danny Poposky. Knocked down here at center and tried to get flipped back in. Poposky tries to win the battle in behind the net. Walking it right out through center. He gets taken off his feet. Skating up through center now is Liam Story. Story from his own end. He'll take it wide. push it out in front for a pass over the reach of Reese Devine. Devine doing the job on the other side. Story couldn't cut to the front of the net. Now Devine walks out, backhand over the mark. Reese Devine gets it back again and sets it up in front this time for Cameron Higgins, whose backhand goes wide. Now look at this. Whitby player off the bench, but it's offside, and the Toros catch a huge break right there. Face-off will be now off to the left of the Whitby end, and there was another Whitby player that had to come on the ice, so we'll have a redraw off to the left of Bud. Cameron McLean will take the draw, and Clarkin will come in to take it for Whitby. Clarkin wins it in the defensive end. Back to the line for Elliot Holt. It goes in. Easy save for Bud with the blocker hand. Comes around the boards. Kept in here at the line by the Toros. Cameron McLean out in front. McLean gets it back again with a shot. It hit a stick and just landed in front of Bud for an easy cover-up save. Face-off won by Whitby in the defensive end. Slapped around the boards. It's going to be Clarkin. Clarkin skating it. Sorry, it's not Clarkin. It's number 19, Johansson, I think. Out of front for a pass. Tried to get that puck out of front. Here comes another opportunity that gets fired off the mark. Around the boards and kept in here by Whitby. From behind their own net, Elliot Holt will pick it up. Holt trying to jam it off the boards. That'll come out. It's going to be a rolling puck, and it's going to roll past the line for icing. Face-off off to the right of the Toros end. It's still loose there from the slot area to try and get it up. They tried to get it up there for Ebelthite, but it was knocked off a stick, and away comes Aiden Ebelthite again. Ebelthite's pass was over the reach of Cameron Roach, and it'll be Hunt from his own end. Hunt gets hunted on by Ebelthite, takes it away, gets it back to the line for Poposky with a shot. McConnell with a shot there. Kept in here by Devine on the boards to try and put it deep. There's a shot from Menko bouncing in. It's an easy save there for Bud, and it'll cover up for another face-off. Devine again's going to take the draw off to the right of the Whitby goal. Both players get ready. Drops back to the line for Nicholas McConnell, who chips it deep, and the referee even had to duck out of the way of that. Out of front again for McConnell. This one will push into the corner and start taking the shot, taken aside by Whitby. Clarkin gets it up there. It's a 2-on-1. Now Simmons is joining the rush as well for a 3-on-1. Pass to the center of the net. They can't bury it in front of the goal. Simmons tried to backhand it deep in the Toros end. Picked off there by the Toros and slapped in by Nicholas McConnell behind the Whitby net. Around the boards it goes. Is going to try and get cut off by Cameron Roach. Roach here in front of us tried to get it back to the line for Story. Taken away by Mann. From their own zone, it moves there to the other side. It's going to be a stretch pass to try and get it for Liam Story. Story puts it behind the net. Trying to put pressure on his man. Comes around the boards. It's going to be an opportunity now to go for Simmons, who uses the boards, but knocked down here by Bush right from center. Story doing a great job there to try and push it in. It goes back in behind the Whitby net here into the corner, coming around. Knocked down by Sawyer Bush with a shot to the front of the net from McLean. Bush gets another shot at it with a blocker stop there by Bud. Poposky was just about to step in, but instead had to go around him. It's a 2-on-1 shot off the mark. Karam's out in front as they try and jam that one in. It's on the back of the netting, so we'll get a whistle. Face-off again will come out of the line. Whitby get it. Opportunity to move that puck up through center. Taken away off the stick at the last second. McConnell trying to dig away with Ryan Dory to try and help out to get that puck out of the zone. Comes free. Devine does his job to try and get it out. Now it's Dory skating away with some moves. Dory, intended pass for Cameron Higgins, was broken up by Riley. Reese Devine picks it up. It's in, but Cameron Higgins was offside. Devine again is going to take this draw just outside the line. Taken aside now by Whitby. They try and bring that puck in the zone for an opportunity. It's going to get pushed wide by McConnell, who takes his man off the puck. Cameron Higgins with a stretch pass that finds Dory. Back to Higgins, who brings it in. Higgins with a nice move, takes a shot. Right pad saved there by Bud. And he'll cover up the rebound out in front. Cameron Roach to take this draw off to the right of the Whitby goal. Roach wins that shot. Quick shot there by Cameron McLean, but it doesn't fool Bud on that play. He catches it in the Whitby crest area. It'll be another face-off off to his right. Under 5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Another win there on the draw by Roach. Back to the line. A shot that'll miss the net. Go wide. Kept in here by Danny Poposky. Poposky tries to chip it deep there for McLean to try and get around. Ewing with a pass, stretch pass to the other side. Whitby skated in. They try and cut in from the line. It gets steered aside with ease by Jesse Young. Into that right corner. Tried to get it up there for Roach again, but taken off his stick, and there's Danny Poposky to fire it around the other side. Ebelthite tries to get it out. Couldn't chip it past the defender. Poposky knocks it down. Danny Poposky can't get it out of his own end. Kept in by Whitby, but the shot on the way through hit a Toros player off the leg area. Behind the net it goes. Wrap around. We're getting a penalty as that gets covered up by the Toros. 2 minutes for head contact goes to Adam Darlison, which means the Whitby power play gets to go to work again here in the second period as that winds down in a 2-2 tie here. Back to the line for Johansson. Johansson puts it deep in behind the net for an opportunity to try and get around to the defender behind the goal. A wraparound. Johansson keeps it in here from the line. Uses the defense. Shot by Hayes goes wide of the net. From behind the goal again, Whitby get it. They try and drop it back to the line. Young tried to cover it up, couldn't get his glove on it. Trying to chip it back there to the line. Finds Hayes with a shot. Another tip out in front. Young finds it this time, and he'll cover it up as he comes diving out of his net. Face off again will be off to the right of the Toros goal. One there by Whitby. Gets back to the line for Hunt. Hunt a shot. That misses the net. Comes off the back end boards against McConnell. McConnell tries to win the battle. Nicholas McConnell tried to take his man into the boards. There's a quick shot that Young is trying to cover up and can't do it. Toros get it and slap it down the ice. That'll kill off some penalty time on this power play for Whitby. From their own end now is Hunt. Hunt with a stretch pass there for Riley to try and bring it in. Riley comes in over the line, tries to take a shot that tries to get covered up, and on the second opportunity, Young will find it and cover it. So Wright is the one that goes to the box for Whitby, so he was in the wrong on that play as he goes to the box for 2 minutes. Tip in here for Whitby as they try and bring it in. It's going to be a breakaway one-on-one against Young, and he scores with a nice move as he goes to the backhand and beats Young to make it 3-2. Face off here from center. Trying to kick that in is Ryan Dory. Dory gets the opportunity to walk in now. Shot. That goes wider than that. What an opportunity there to answer that Whitby goal, but Dory just missed the net. Cameron Higgins trying to get that puck in the zone. Knocked down here by Elliot Holt. Holt takes it back in his own end. Gets it back there for Thomas Menko. Menko's pass for Higgins was out of his reach. Here's Hunt with it from the Toros penalty box. Adam Darlison is free from the box, so it's going to be a Toros power play. And they need one now, down by one after that goal on the 4-on-4 play. Around the boards for Cameron Higgins. Here comes on a 3-on-2. Cameron Higgins along with Devine, but Higgins was stripped off the puck on the other side. Simmons tries to bring it in. Simmons getting pushed wide by Menko behind the net. Comes around the other side now for Reese Devine. Devine takes it from his own end. He'll skate it away and try and start something here. Look for a lane. He finds Cameron Higgins, but it got a stick on it by Messina. And over the line comes Dory. Dory's got a man to beat. Drops it back to the line for Higgins, but it got taken aside. Short-handed opportunity shot that gets stopped there by Young with ease, and he covers up. Face-off is going to be off to the left of the Toros, and it goes back to the line again. Slaps it into the corner. From behind the net, Adam Darlison tries to win the battle in behind the goal. Darlison's doing everything he can to try and dig that puck free from behind the net. Coming around the other side, it's going to be Whitby who's going to cut it off at the line. Send it to the net. And they score on Young to make it 4-2. A seeing eye shot from the blue line beats Jesse Young off to the right pad to make it 4-2. Comes Sawyer Bush. Bush with a shot in on net gets stopped by Bud. Face off again will be... It's going to be a Whitby penalty coming up. So Toros are going to go to the power play. Nope. Thought Wright was going to the box, but they're going to keep him on the ice. So no power play on the play. Face off to the right. Devine tries to win it. Reach Devine tried to get it to the front of the net. Goes back to the line. Tried to get Bush, but 3-on-2 back up the other way it comes. Trying to set that play up in front. Taken aside now by Liam Story. Story trying to get around Johansson. Taken into the boards here by Johansson. Picked up by Adam Dowlison. Shots with a left pad save by Bud. Face off here to be won. Knocked down by Johansson on his way through with 10 seconds left. It's going to go into the corner here for Dory, who tries to get it. Kept in by Poposky. Poposky's shot gets knocked down by Riley. And now Whitby get the final opportunity of the second period. And it'll roll in wide of the net. The Whitby Wildcats will take a 4-2 lead to go into the third period with 2 late goals here in the second. Ready for one more period of action here at the Rickard Arena between the Bantam AE Toros and the Whitby Wildcats. The Toros have a hole to climb out of now after Whitby scored the last 2 goals of the third period and took a 4-2 lead into the third. Here comes McConnell. They'll start things off with the third. Jumped it in. Ebelthite tried to stick to his man there in the zone. Nice play by Elliot Holt. Chipped it off the boards there for Nicholas McConnell. McConnell tried to get it up there for Ebelthite and then takes his man into the boards at the penalty box area. Coming around the other side. Devine's going to try and get to it here. Taken aside by Whitby and they'll clear it out at center. Nicholas McConnell uses the boards to try and dump it in. That'll roll in wide of the net. Right into Young and they'll cover it up. Face off now taking place off to the right of the Whitby end. Cameron Higgins racing after the puck to try and get it. Picked up here by Elliot Holt in his own zone. Holt saw he was pressured on, got it up there for Cameron Higgins off the boards. Over there to the other side now. Brought in again by Higgins. He had to try and stay on side against Dory, who dumps it in. Fired off the boards again. Knocked down by Higgins, who tried to put it in the zone. That'll go down the ice here in front of us. Racing after it there was Poposky. Trying to drop pass there in the zone. Taken aside by McLean with a lead pass over the stick of Higgins. And Higgins has got to race after the puck here in his own end now in the offensive zone. Fired off the board. It's going to get kept in here from the line by Menko. Menko's shot didn't make it through to the front of the net as it hit a Whitby defender. It's going to be a drop pass here, knocked down by Menko in his own end. Menko fires it hard, no icing on the play as it goes back in behind the Whitby net. Coming around the other side, it's going to be Whitby skating through the neutral zone with Wright, who had it knocked away off a stick as it goes back in behind the goal. Whitby get the opportunity to keep it in behind their own net as they're getting pressured on there by Reese Devine. Devine throws it to the net. Great opportunity and they score! Sawyer Bush shot in front of the net, tipped it in on a pass out in front to make it 4-3. Nice shot there by Bush, and a nice setup by Devine at the side to push us to a 1-goal lead at 4-3. Coming in over the line, it comes in, picked up there and knocked down by Elliot Holt. Holt fires it deep back in behind the Whitby net. From behind the boards it goes. It's going to be Whitby starting it out of their own end. Picked up here by Danny Poposky. Poposky gets the opportunity to clear. He dumps it deep in behind the Whitby net. Whitby going to be on their heels now. Only a 1-goal game after the goal by Sawyer Bush. Poposky trying to get to it. Nice play by Young. Trying to still find that puck, and he's able to get it out. Knocked down here at center. Fires it at the net, and we're going to get a whistle. Face off here by Cameron McLean. That was a bold move there by Jesse Young to come out way out of his crease to make that poke check, but it paid off. There's a shot. This one he's going to catch and make sure there's no rebound. Face off coming out to the left of the Whitby goal, to the Toros goal. One shot wide. McConnell gets it off the back end boards. Coming around the boards there for Cameron Roach. Roach with a late pass for Ebelthite was over his stick. Now Ebelthite's got to race after his man from behind the goal. Coming around the other side now for Whitby to try and get it out. They'll skate it away through center with a pass, and it'll get picked up here. Menko tried to dump it in. He hit the boards but didn't go anywhere. Whitby get the opportunity to clear it in. Knocked down by McConnell, who fires it around here for Ebelthite. Can't get it out past the line by Kenny. Now Ebelthite's able to muscle it out. Tried to get it over there for Nicholas McConnell. Picked up here again by Whitby as they dump it deep with Gallagher. Gallagher racing after his own dump in, trying to put pressure on Thomas Menko behind the goal. Menko fires it around. Kenny is able to keep it in here in front of us. But now the Toros get it away with Cameron Roach. Roach trying to show some speed in the zone, knocked off a stick. But he'll get it again here in the right corner. Goes in behind the net now. Ebelthite trying to help out. Out of front, back to the line for Danny Poposky. Poposky can't shoot it. Slaps it into the right corner. From behind the net it goes. It tries to get centered up in front. Backhanded behind the net now for Ebelthite. Ebelthite leaves it there. Trying to jam it in from the side, and it gets stopped by Bud. Face off now off to the left of the Whitby goal. Reese Devine tries to win the draw. It's still loose there from the side of the net. Cameron Higgins trying to set up his man. Goes back in behind the net again. Devine drops it back there to the line for Elliot Holt. Couldn't control it there in the zone. It'll slide wide in behind the Whitby net as we're going to fire it around the other side. They tried to get it up there for Mann that got broken up. Here comes an opportunity for Higgins with a shot that gets wide of the net. Higgins trying to get to it again. It comes around the boards, kept in here by Elliot Holt. Holt with a shot, stopped there by Bud. Still loose there in the crease area. Higgins trying to race after the puck. It gets picked up by Whitby and cleared out. Chipped aside here by Poposky. Up in the zone now is Mann, trying to get away from the defender. Cameron Higgins couldn't shoot the puck there out of his own end. Setting up in front. Poposky read that well, cut it off. Now Cameron Higgins gets it away. Can Cameron Higgins catch up to it there at the Whitby bench? He could not. Fires it deep in behind the Whitby Toros goal. It's going to be Elliot Holt from behind his own net now. Up there for Dory. Ryan Dory with a pass. Devine with some good hand-eye was able to knock it down. Whitby were offside. Late pass for Dory again. Dory getting up there with Higgins. Dory with some nice moves. Shot. Stop. Higgins rebound. Scores! Cameron Higgins cleans up the garbage out in front. And that 4-2 lead is gone. It's tied here at 4. Dory does a good job to get that shot away. Bud made the initial stop, but standing right at the side of the net was Cameron Higgins, who poked it in. We got a brand new hockey game now here at the Ricker between the Bantam AE Toros and the Whitby Wildcats. It was 2 late goals by Whitby that gave them the advantage to start the third, but 2 early goals here in the third by the Toros have swung the momentum back in their favor. Backhand to the front of the net, can't tip it out in front. Trying to chip it away again for McLean. Cameron McLean's out there. Scored the only 2 goals for the Toros in the first period as that goes behind the net. Back to the line for McConnell. McConnell saw he wasn't going to be able to get one to the net, so he pushed it into the corner. Still loose to try and get it free. Skating away from McConnell, getting it to the other side. Push deep and behind the net. It's going to be Clarkin in behind the goal to get it. He's going to get bumped in behind the goal. Awesome opportunity. Elliot Holt steers it away. Holt skates away from his own end. Chips it in. Puts it behind the Whitby goal. Out of front, getting around Abethite is Gallagher. Gallagher brings it in over the line. This is an end-to-end rush for Gallagher with a shot stopped there by Young, who's up against the post to make the save. Face-off coming off to the right now of Jesse Young. Devine tries to win that draw to start it off. Gets it off the boards for Cameron Roach. Roach tried for a pass that got broken up. Whitby get the opportunity to bring it in to get around Devine. He's going to walk right into the front of the net before it gets knocked off his stick by Popowski at the last second. Kept in by Whitby. Shot to the net. This one's going to get caught this time by Young and covered up. Face off again, off to the right of the goal to be won by Whitby. Got a shot to the net. It's not going to be at the side. He gets chipped just wide as it rolled in wide of the net. From behind the goal it goes. They're going to start it up there in the zone over the stick of Higgins. Trying to find that puck on the other side. Dory trying to get through to the front of the net with a pass for Higgins. Dory trying to get through. He's going to walk it right to the front of the net. Try and set things up out in front. It'll go back to the other side to try and get it back to the line for McConnell. McConnell's shot will go in wide of the net. Another opportunity to try and set it up in front is stolen aside by Whitby. Skating it away. Up through center is Dory. Picked up there by Cameron McLean. McLean tried to get it over there to the other side. That didn't work. Trying to find that puck in the zone. Thomas Menko is going to stop him there and try and fire it around the boards. Picked up here by Whitby as they dump it in, knocked down by Menko. Menko dropping it to the other side for McConnell to try and get that pass up through center or over the stick there at the last second of Cameron Higgins, who's got the tying marker here in the third period. Skating it away through center. Darlison will knock that down. Adam Darlison brings it in over the line, got pushed wide, sent one to the front of the net. That go past Popowski down into the Toros end for Sawyer Bush. He started to come back here in the third. He scored the third goal before Higgins tied things up. There's a drop pass over there on the other side. Darlison gets the opportunity to steal and go in. Adam Darlison shot. Stop. Loose puck out of front. They score! The Toros have scored. I don't know if Darlison's initial shot went in, but somebody came in to try and poke it in as well. And the Toros have taken a 5-4 lead. After a discussion by the referees, they decide that the goal is going to count, so the puck must have crossed the line before the net came off the boards, which is why that's going to stand as the go-ahead goal so far for the Toros. They lead this one now 5-4, digging out of that 4-2 hole they had to start the third. Devine will take this face-off here at center. One here by Whitby, but Devine's going to try and find it there. Scooped up there on the other side. Sawyer Bush putting pressure on. Picked up here by Whitby as they bring it in. It's going to be McCready. He's going to get stood up there by Popowski. 5 minutes left to go here in period number 3. Toros are going to try and hang on with everything they've got now. They've got their first lead of the game. Hayes with a shot to the front of the net. That'll get tipped wide of the goal. Coming around the other side on the mark back and behind the net. From behind the goal, he's going to try and pin him there. Toros take it away. So leading out is Reese Devine. Devine with a flip pass. That's going to find Sawyer Bush, who gets taken down at the Whitby bench. From behind the net, Darlison tried to get that puck. He started that whole play as he went in on the breakaway. He got stopped. I don't know if his initial shot went in because I know there was a player heading to the front of the net, whether they got their stick on it or not. Sawyer Bush trying to get to that puck there in the zone. Dumped in by Nicholas McConnell. Not all the way in. Whitby get the opportunity to clear it out of their own end, but it's pressure by Eberthite. Gallagher tried to split through the defense of McConnell, lost the puck. Nicholas McConnell tries to fire it around here again for Eberthite. McCready gets taken down there by Nicholas McConnell. Trying to jam it in from the side this time. Not going to work. Cameron Roach tries to get it out of his own end. Overskated the puck. That goes into the corner here for McConnell. He's going to try and take it away from the Whitby forward. Get it out. Not out of the zone. Nice knockdown there. Number 81. Tripped up. That's going to be a penalty to Eberthite as that rolls in to Jesse Young for a face-off. There's the penalty for tripping to Eberthite. So a face-off. Key one off to the left of Jesse Young. Clarkin gets it back to line. It was over the stick there of Thistle. Reese Devine tries to flip it up, and he does. Nice soccer move there by Cameron Higgins. Kicked it deep into the zone. Now it chases on rebound before getting pounded into the back end boards. It's a 4-minute penalty that goes to Thistle on the hit on Cameron Higgins from behind the goal. So that Whitby power play that they got to enjoy for the couple of seconds is now gone. 2-on-1 the other way. Only one back is Elliott Holt. They've got a man going to the goal. Shot. Stopped by Jesse Young. And he's going to corral the rebound out in front. Another draw off to the right now of Young. One there by the Toros as they skid it up now with Dory. Dory with a nice play to try and get around the defender. Devine tries to help out as well. Trying to chip it deep from the Whitby goal. From behind the net, some nice pressure there by Reese Devine as he tries to put it behind the net. An opportunity to try and spin away from the checker will get knocked down here by Elliott Holt as he puts it deep behind the Whitby goal. 2:20 left to go here in the game. Toros clinging on to that 1-goal lead here, trying to rebound from the North Durham loss on Saturday from behind the net. They'll start it from their own end to try and get around the defender. Picked off there by Dory. Dory short-handed to try and... Actually not short-handed because of the penalty to Whitby. That one will go into Bud, who covers it up. Face-off off to the right of the goal. McLean trying to keep it in there. Comes away there for Whitby as they get it away from Darlison. Bringing it in over the line. It's not going to get around McConnell. Kept in here from the line with a shot. Right pad saved by Young. Menko tries to clear it. Not going to happen. Quick shot. Kicked aside again by Young. This time he uses the stick to kick it out. Kept in by Hayes. And a third straight stop there by Young, and he'll cover it up. Minute 36 left to go. Trying to hold on to this 5-4 lead. Cameron McLean will send it down the ice. And it will go right into Bud, who makes the easy save and then gets a snow shower afterwards. Darlison goes to the bench, or to the box for unsportsmanlike. He's the one that went in and gave the goalie the snow shower right in front of the net. Toros get the opportunity to get that out, and that'll go down the ice into the corner, and it'll go for icing. Face-off off to the right of the goal. One there by the Toros and brought in here by Elliott Holt. Holt bounces it off the boards. That will go for icing as well. Face-off coming deep in the Toros end off to the right. Quick shot, not getting through. Nice block by Devine, and he gets to go. Reese Devine coming in over the line. He's going to bring it in to the center. Drops it back there for Elliott Holt. And again in there for Devine with a shot to the front of the net. It goes wide of the goal. Cameron McLean and Poposky trying to stick to his man. Last minute of play here of the third period. Trying to find that puck at the line. Shot stopped by Young. It's still loose. And he's able to get a stick on that. What a stop there by Jesse Young. He reached behind him and was able to keep it out right at the line. And if the Toros win this game, you can pinpoint that save right there as the reason why. Face off to the right. Bud has gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Toros get it there in the zone, trying to win the battle. Reese Devine, backhander, gets out. Picked up here by Whitby as they try and get it to the other side. Fires it to the other way, and it's an opportunity to bring it in. Nice block there on the way through, and comes around the net. Trying to set it up in front. Shot blocked on the way through. I think that hit Holt on the way through. 10 seconds left to go. Toros just trying to keep them off to the left. Fires it down the ice. This might go for icing though, all the way down. Yes, it is. We still have 1.1 seconds left on the clock. One second left to go on the clock. One more opportunity for Whitby here. They got to win that draw and get that quick shot away. This is a big opportunity here for Devine. This will be his final face-off taken here in the game as well. See if he can at least tie up the Whitby player's stick here on the draw and not allow a quick shot to the net. Face-off will take place off to the right. 1.9 seconds left. Face off. Won there by Devine. And there is the final play of the game. The Toros were down 4-2 to head into the third period. But a great comeback. A goal by Bush to make it 4-3. They didn't stop there. It was a goal by Higgins to tie things up. And then they crashed the net and were able to get that game-winning goal as well. And a huge save there by Jesse Young at the end was the key mark in the comeback, and hopefully they can take this as some motivation the rest of the way. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night from MJ Broadcasting.